All right. Cool. So this is our team meeting Sunday night at 7 p.m. I think today's March 5th. We got March Madness going on this week. I'm really excited. Hopefully all you guys registered for that or got connected with that anyways. I shouldn't say registered. Kind of like a registration, but so cool. So I want to just touch base with everybody real quick. Like, can you each go around and give me like a 2-minute of how your week's gone as far as action steps? And, you know, you don't have to get detailed. It's not a big thing. Just some exciting things that have kind of been going on this week that have happened for you. And Luann, since you're to the right of me, yeah, I know yours is going to take longer than 2 minutes, but
oh my gosh,
just a short synopsis of what's been going on. It doesn't need to be, you know, like in depth. Just some kind of cool things you've done and what's going on.
Okay, I posted it in some other areas off of Facebook, and I got 66 connections in 3 days. And I signed up 4 clients. I have 2 that are going to be signing up this next week. And really excited about, you know, these next few months before convention.
Awesome. Okay, cool. Yasmin, you're next since you're down and to the left.
Sounds good. So connections, I'm working on those. Connections that I made over the last few months are starting to flourish right now. So genuinely like connecting with people, and you know, I might send off a generic message for thanking them for liking one of my photos. But because I do pay close attention to their Facebook, you know, it might be generic, but somewhere in there it's like, oh, and by the way, congratulations on the baby, or congratulations on your marriage. So it's opening up a lot of communication. I did have a few Explorer calls yesterday, so I need to follow up. And then, or I'm just trying to get organized. I feel like that's part of the reason that my business was at a stalemate, was because I wasn't organized. So this weekend was, I literally stayed up till like 2 a.m. just organizing things. So, so first it was like my life, and now it's like, now I got to organize Take Shape stuff. So the rest of the evening is Take Shape stuff. Cause I felt like if I was going to start March Madness and be all over the place, I was going to get lost in March Madness. So, I'm trying to focus on organization.
Cool. I'm glad you brought that up, because we're going to talk about like a small step for a lot of us, even though some of us are new. Can you hear me? You can't hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, you're good.
Oh, I don't know. Yasmin was doing something like that, so I could. You can't.
Yasmin's head's always just, you know, hey, whatever.
So Janine, I know you're brand new. I know you've done a couple practice calls. Kind of tell us where you're at, even, you know, where you're at for right now. How's everything going?
I'm still trying to get the word out. People are interested in helping me to get the training done, but to sign up, I do have one friend I want to sign up, and she.
I don't know if you guys can hear, but I'm having a hard time hearing her.
Mm-hmm.
Can you hear me?
There you go. Yeah, you might, Janine. You have a very soft voice. If you wouldn't mind speaking up a little bit, that'd be awesome.
I will try to yell at you guys.
There you go. That's better. We like
Okay.
that. We like the aggressiveness.
So I do have one friend I want to sign up, and she kind of just jumped the gun and trying to, like, you know, place an order on phone. So we're going to meet up next week to place an order for her.
Okay, awesome.
And I got 2 connections that just want to do the phone call next week.
Okay, good for you. Awesome. So just tell us real quick, since you're brand new, I'm going to put you, Johnny, on the spot. Actually, you know what? Hold on a second. Just hold that real quick. I'm going to have everybody introduce themselves, because we have a lot of new people on here tonight. So this is kind of exciting. Robert, kind of tell us what's been going on with you, man. Just short, little few sentences, 2 minutes, like what you're excited about, what's been going on the last couple of weeks. I think you are here. I got you. Go ahead. You're unmuted.
You can hear me now?
Yes, sir.
All right, excellent. Yeah, very new still. I'm on the plan myself. I'm excited because I've lost in 11 days 11.6 pounds.
Yeah,
so I'm really surprised. And not just that, but my energy is like through the roof. I'm bouncing off the walls. So that's unusual for me. So it's been a good experience, personal experience. I'm looking at signing up my first client tonight. So I'm excited about that as well.
All right. All right. All right.
Congratulations.
Awesome. And family with that, right?
What's that? Yeah, that's his actually mother-in-law, who's actually tried several different weight loss programs before. As of recent, I believe it was Weight Watchers, and a lot of the stuff that she's tried just hasn't worked. She does have a thyroid issue, so I'm looking forward to hearing her success story with that as well. Hopefully, it helps her be able to get off that medication as well.
Awesome, man. Awesome. Cool deal. Ty, where we at, man?
Hey guys. So yesterday we got a chance to do a group call with Josh, Michelle, and Justin, and just talking about a new approach as far as making a connection. So I kind of set a small goal of 5 connections per day, starting yesterday. So I by the end of tonight, I'll make sure that continues to go. That call that we're supposed to have on Saturday is now going to get moved to early next week. So, but other than that, these connections are starting to work. I think I'm starting to get the verbiage a little bit better. But yeah, no, it's been going good. I wish I would have done this earlier on, but I mean, I know everything is a learning process, so looking forward to it.
It's all good, man. It's all good. We're actually going to touch on that tonight too.
Nice, nice.
Joseph or Dave. Dave, can you talk right now? Joseph, can you talk without crashing? You don't have to look at us, but can you just talk?
Yeah,
Okay,
no,
cool.
I got it. Compensation is like really, really kicking in right now. You know, a lot of the seeds that I planted months and months ago, and all my action steps and everything and all that, a lot of it is coming to fruition right now. So I'm really excited about that. My focus of late has been developing a coach, or coaches, I should say, because I've had clients go through the program, transition, maintenance, and then hop off program and all that. But so my focus recently has been to develop a coach, and so now that I have a coach to develop, I've really been taking in all the lessons to be learned in that regard. And I know I have a lot more to learn, but it's been good recently, because as everybody probably knows, there's a lot of challenges with in that area. So, but then a lot of benefits as well. So I just been kind of really soaking it in. And just soaking it all in. So yeah, that's what's been going on with me lately.
Cool, man. I got a little bit of what you said. You were kind of breaking up there, but it sounds like a lot of the seeds you've been planting and things like that, you're kind of starting to see some stuff sprouting, and then also just some mental shifts, it sounds like. Is that what you're saying? Can you hear us? I think we might have lost them. That's all right. Anyways, I want to keep.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All good, brother. All good. Okay, cool, guys. So this is kind of what I want to touch on. 2 topics tonight. One is the connections process, and guess what, Ty? If you can come off video, I'm gonna put you, Johnny, on the spot a little bit, since we did this the other day. We'll get to that in a second. And then 2 is I want to know, and some of you guys don't even have a client yet. That's okay. You're going to learn. So this is good to just go through how to support a client, at least the steps through ordering, placing their order, and things like that. So before me and Ty get into the how to make a connection, and I'll show you what I want to show you right now. So everybody knows that we have a oh, I can't minimize while I'm recording. That's good to know. Hold up. All right. Well, I want to go over here then. Give me one sec, guys. So everybody knows about sending out the text messages, right? As a new coach, we're going to always be sending out those text messages. Then I've noticed there's kind of a loophole with after that, like, what do we do after that? We sent out text messages. We're scheduling calls with our mentors. We're getting some calls done. We're doing them ourselves. But then it seems like there's kind of a lost translation right there. So I want to make sure we're all clear. But before that, I want you guys to see this. So in 0 to 5, which most of you guys are in fact, all of you guys are in. That's just a given. In 0 to 5, there's some steps we can use and some tools we have in the file systems. So if your mentor, you don't need to go in there to get lost, but I'm going to show you this real quick. If you need to talk to your mentor, but the files tab here, literally if you click on this, has new coach systems, okay? Step by step. So the one thing I want to show you guys right now that some of you have done practice calls, we're kind of getting into this, we need to create our binder, okay? So our binder is located right here. So get with your mentor, Robert. I can give you this too tonight. Actually, this will be good. But anyways, this is literally what you guys are going to use to track your clients, track your potential clients. If you want to make 2 separate folders for the pre-client or whatever, this is where you can find it. So it's in 0 to 5, underneath files. Then we click on how to start a new coach or new coach systems. And we scroll down here to client and HC tracker system. And this is where your binder is. So get with your mentors and make sure that you guys can print these pages out and you can start making a binder for yourselves, because now that some of you have done a practice call or two, we can start using this for success. And then obviously here's the well-being tracker and the business tracker too that you guys can get in your new coach letter. Everybody already has that stuff. So I just wanted to show you that real quick. So now getting to the next step. So we all know that our coach comes on and we're excited, right? We're gonna reach out to 25 new people. If we could gift this program and we had $10,000 that we wanted to gift the program to 25 people, who would those 25 people be, right? That's our first step. And then we have a text message that we send out to those top 10. Then we book those calls. Then we do our practice calls. Then you guys do your practice calls and you debrief with your mentors. And then from there, what's next, right? That's where we're at a standstill a little bit. So Ty, if you could come off, brother. We kind of went through this the other day. And Ty, if you don't have it 100% down, no sweat, man. This is a fun little time. So we're not too technical with it. Just kind of go through from there if you remember what we're supposed to do from there. And I'm actually going to share my screen again, guys, as Ty's kind of talking. So going back to that same spot where I showed you the folder was, guys, if we scroll up here, we have the Getting the Word Out system. Does everybody see this? Give me a thumbs up if you do. Awesome.
My screen froze for some. I mean, I know where it's at, but now it's going.
Okay. No worries, man. You already got this down. I'm sure a lot of these other people do, but I just want like Janine, Yasmin, and a few others can be able to see this. So we click on the Getting the Word Out system, guys. And then Ty, can you kind of intro us from there? So what did we kind of discuss the other day?
So we were talking about just making connections and just talking to different people. And again, I don't really have it down all the way, but the phone calls I've been making have pretty much just kind of consisted of, seeing how these people are doing, and then kind of going into, what I'm doing. Like, hey, I'm really excited. I haven't really lost a whole entire lot of weight. I got into it mainly for the coaching, but I did lose some weight and I was able to get some energy off of it. And I'm starting to see some differences in my body, and I'm really excited. I'd like to, share this with you. And I know that, people that I don't, would it be okay if I were to get your email so I could send you some information? And then, we kind of go back and forth on that. And then I think from there, then we even say, hey, would it be okay if, I got you on the phone, maybe start to set up an explore call, not necessarily, again, to get them on the program, but again, that they know people that we don't know, and we can kind of just get the word out and then go from there. And then I think on that, Justin, where's the thing where we're supposed to actually send them a link to the information? I don't remember when that one part was.
Okay, that's awesome. That's awesome for sure. So let's back it up just a little bit. So from that Explorer call part, guys, so what Ty's basically saying is we're going to reach out to somebody and we call this a connection. And basically that's just getting on the phone with this person and we're imagining they're a doorway. Okay. They don't need the program. They don't have to do the program. They don't need anything. And I love Ty's verbiage. He's getting it down really well. Good job, Ty. So you know people that I don't. So what I'm asking is this. Is it cool if I send you a little bit of information about my program? And while going over that information, if you know anybody that could lose weight, maybe get healthier, or maybe even want to get off medications, would you mind forwarding it off to them? Yes? Okay, awesome. What's a good email address for you? Da-da-da-da-da. Okay, great. Also, is it cool if we get connected on Facebook? I love having friends on Facebook. Yes? Okay, great. Cool. Is it also okay if I keep you updated from time to time on what's been going on with my program? Awesome. Okay, cool. I'll send you over that information shortly. Thanks so much. Have a great day. Right? So then what Ty's asking for now is what do we send them? So everybody should know this. If you guys can see my mouse moving around right here. Thanks, Ty. So we click on this link and this is our thank you letter. So hi, Ty, right? I just made a connection with Ty. Hi, Ty. Thanks so much for letting me spread the word about my medically based and weight loss program. I did and now teaching, right? Now I'm teaching. So you're going to put your story in, which we've already kind of shared with them when we made this connection.
Right.
Hey, I don't know if you knew this or not. I'm really excited, but I actually started this program a little while back and my energy was horrible. I thought I was kind of healthy, but you know what? After finding this program, I was able to actually get off of energy drinks. My energy increased. I started sleeping a lot better. And not to mention, I lost 18 pounds. And Jenny was able to lose 22 pounds and maintain it up until this point. So we're so excited about what's been going on for us. Is it cool if we send you a little bit of information about this program and then obviously go into what I just said just a step before that? So you're going to add your story in here. 4 bullet points before, 4 bullet points after. Make sure to get with your mentors to kind of brief about your story. But it's very simple. 4 things that were bad for you in the beginning. You found this amazing program, and then now 4 things that are good for you after. Robert, like he mentioned, you know, my energy wasn't that great. I wasn't feeling comfortable in my clothes. You know, whatever it is. And not to mention, now that I found this health program, my energy, I'm zinging through the roof. I'm down 11 pounds, and I'm just so excited about it that I just want to pay it forward and share it with others. So our story goes here. Then we have our landing page link that we add our name in here, right? This is an example, by the way, so we're gonna have to crop that out just so you guys know. And work with your mentors on this. This isn't that hard to do. We can add a before and after picture or a before and current picture just for now of us. Then we put our name in there depending on which one of us it is, obviously, right? And we forward it off while erasing this. So work with your mentors on this. So this is the thank you letter you're gonna send out with these people. When you say, hey, can I send you a little bit of information? That's our first step. So from there, we take their email, we've sent them off information, and now we make a connections emails group. Does everybody kind of know what that is? Okay, great.
Nope.
Awesome, Robert. I'm glad you're shaking your head. So there's a video right here that I can actually send you guys all this information. Robert, I'll send you this particularly too. So there's a video on how to set it up. So if you guys don't have a Gmail and you're starting a new business, you might as well just use a Gmail. We all do because it seems simpler. If you want to use Yahoo or whatever you have for now, that's totally fine. We're not going to get all bent out of shape about it. But the key is we basically are going to label a group where all your emails are going to go for where you've made connections. So you're just going to title it Connections Group. And you can put Connections Group Optavia because we're transitioning over. You can put TSFL, I mean, whatever you want to put, just so you know what it is. But that's where you're going to put all those in there. And the reason you're going to do that is because that last question we asked them in the connections process is, can I keep you updated from time to time with my program? Guess what you're going to do? You're going to send out a connections email every 2 weeks. Not every 1 week, not every month, every 2 weeks. Why? Because it works. Okay? I sound like Jamil right now. So this is the key. It works. So whether it's on the 1st and the 15th, the 10th and the 22nd, however you want to number it for your own crazy head, just go ahead and put it in there so it works, and you're going to send that out. There's some examples here. So this link right here is actually shows you how to create a connections group. Like I said, a lot of you guys are going to get this information from your mentors after the fact. So it'll show you how to set up an account. Don't worry about that right now. Okay. So second part Ty was kind of mentioning is after we've sent this out within 24 hours of making a connection. I do it within 2 hours. I can do it from my phone. I actually do it within 15 minutes of getting off the phone. The second thing I do for me personally, and you guys should start to do this for technology reasons, if you already know how to do it, great, but more for a creative habit, is I get in my phone and I go to my calendar, and as soon as I go to my calendar, just talk to Robert. Going to follow up with him in 48 hours, did an Explorer call, sent him the thing. He was interested. He was kind of interested. He was not interested. He was interested in the whole package, meaning coaching as well. Whatever it is, I'm going to follow up within 48 hours. When you follow up with that person, all you're really going to say is, hey, did anybody come to mind? Usually there's 3 responses. No, I haven't even looked at it. No, nobody's really come to mind. Or the information was really vague. Those are great responses. So, hey, do you have some time later this week? For the person that says I didn't look at it, hey, do you have some time later this week? Maybe I could explain more of the program and answer any questions you have. Move it to an Explorer call. For the person who says it was very vague, well, hey, you know what? If you have some questions, maybe did somebody come to mind, or is this for you? Well, I kind of have somebody in mind, but kind of for me too. Okay, when is a good time later this week to hop on a phone call and maybe and I can explain the program and answer any questions you may have? Or nobody's come to mind. Hey, is it cool if we get on a call later this week and we go over it? Maybe I can answer any questions, and maybe this would help you find out somebody that would benefit from this program. So within 48 hours, we want to shift that to an Explorer call if possible. Don't be pushy. If they're just like, hey, I'm not digging it right now, no worries. Follow up with them in a week or two. Once again, I put it in my calendar on my phone 2 weeks out. Wasn't really interested, but wanted to touch base with them. Was doing their own program, but want to touch base with them. Just signed up for the gym, but want to touch base with them. Whatever it is, I put it in here for a note for myself. And then you follow up with them in a couple weeks. In the meantime, we put them in our connections group, and we keep sending them out a connections email every 2 weeks. Eventually, if they're interested or somebody happens to resonate with them that day, or if they happen to go to the doctor that day, guess what? And they get your email. Yeah, you're pre-diabetic. And they get your email. Now they're calling you, checking in and saying, hey, it's time. So this is the basic connections process from after we send out those first 10 text messages to those people and we do our Explorer calls. This, guys, right here is good to start at any time, even if you're setting up your practice calls, because I know some of you guys are new. This is good to get down. So Ty committed to 5 a day. You could literally say this in 5 minutes on a phone call. Now, the second step of this is very important. I'm going to get out of here real quick and go to, where is it? Here's the Getting the Word Out video with actual Jamil Frazier and Jan Paxman. And then here's actually the verbiage you can use on getting the word out. Hey, Susie, this is Justin. How you doing? I have a question. Do you have a minute? Yes. We used to call it collecting yeses. Now it's called a connection. Same thing. Okay. You want to hear something exciting? Tell your story, right? So this is literally going to take you 5 minutes. When I ask Ty, let's commit to 5 a day. The second thing we don't want to do when we do this is we don't want to start making our 5 connections a day. And on the second call we make, somebody's like, Robert, dude, you just got to tell me what it is, man. This sounds exciting, dude. I didn't know you were doing this. We stay the course. This is very important. We stay the course. Book that Explorer call for the next following 2 days out or 3 days out so we can still continue to connect our 5 a day. Because what will end up happening? We want to get to as many people as we can as fast as we can, right? Some of us. You don't have to all be, but we want to commit to our goals, and consistency is key with this. So if you do 2 connections and somebody's interested in Explorer on Monday, and you do three connections and somebody's interested on Explorer Tuesday, and you do 1 connection on Wednesday and somebody's interested in Explorer, and then you do 3 connections on Thursday and somebody's interested in Explorer, and then you do it on Friday and somebody's interested at call number 2, you've only made about 8 or 9 connections the whole week. Okay? Now, if we do our 5 connections and number 3 is interested and we move it to a call on Tuesday or Wednesday, and then we do our 5 connections on Tuesday and somebody's interested and we move that to Thursday or Friday, and we do a 5, 5, 5, now we've made 30 calls by the end of the week. See the difference? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is important for making connections. We get excited. We know people are like ready to go. Like we joke sometimes it's called a credit card thrower, but we want to make we're sure we're consistent with this, creating a healthy habit, making those 5, 2, 10, whatever your number is a day. Me and Jamil always joke and just say just 10 connections a day and just have fun. If you can do it in 2 to 5 minutes, there's really no reason you can't do 10 a day. But you guys pick the number you want. This is your journey. This is wherever you're at. But it's literally, hey, you want to hear something exciting? 5 minutes, you collect their email, and then you start them in the follow-up process. So before we jump to the next step, does anybody have any questions?
Nope.
Did that make sense?
Yep.
Janine, did that make sense? Okay, cool. All right. So moving on to question number 2. Luann, I'm going to pick on you since you're the OG. So when we originally get a client, walk us through a step-by-step process from when they order their food, what do we do, to the first week celebration call.
Okay. You send them their welcome to take, you order their food, then you welcome them in your program, and then you welcome them into our support group, which is Journey to Health. Then you send them welcome to take Shape for Life as a client. And then what I do is I follow the simple systems of, first of, your orders coming in this certain amount of days. And then when you get it, we'll do the night before. And then we'll talk about the night before.
Okay, so let's slow this down because we got some people that are brand new.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay. That's okay. I understand. I understand what you're saying, but Robert's probably looking at you cross-eyed because you got to slow this down.
I'm sorry, Robert.
No, it's all good. It's all good.
Okay.
So
I'm sorry.
we order their food.
No,
It's okay. We're going to do this right after this, Robert, and we're going to celebrate you for your first client.
I was doing this because all the information Justin throws at me.
Yeah. It's
Sorry.
all good, man. I'm horrible. Here comes Josh. What are you going to say?
Robert, yeah, so you saw me reaching for the mute.
Oh, man, here we go.
Robert, those suggestions that Justin gives you, holy shit, man. The suggestions, they're not suggestions. They're, hey, you should do this. I see you, bud. But you should do, dude, just do anything he says. No joke. They're not suggestions. They're him trying to let you figure out your own way to do it, but telling you the best way to do it. For everybody no, I would not be or we would not be where we are at without Justin's suggestions. And I suggest, all right, dickhead. All right, cool. No, but no, Justin, he's full of good suggestions. It's all laid out for us. It's reinventing the wheel. But yeah, all right, get down from there. All right, well, I'll take care of this. But yeah, you saw me. You suggested. So yeah, no. Either way, like he wants you to figure out your own business on your own, but he wants to help you go the path that so many people have succeeded on, and not reinvent. So yeah, I'm gonna mute and take care of this kid real quick.
Thanks for the side, Josh.
All right, so what we do is when we order their program, you're going to welcome them into Journey to Health. You have to add them first, and for you, for any new coaches, They're going to have to be approved by other members that are, what are they, senior coaches or above? Is that what it is, Justin?
You'll be an admin once you're considered once you're a coach, and there we'll make you an admin, Robert. And what I do, really, just on a side note, is I don't let you become an admin at least until you get the rhythm, because sometimes we add clients into the coaching group on accident just because there's a confusion. So once you're comfortable with that, then we'll approve them until then. But yeah, don't worry about that. But yeah, you're gonna add them to the group. Most people are already in the group because you've welcomed them by doing an Explorer call maybe earlier on. And then, yeah, we welcome them and celebrate them.
Okay. And then after that, you will send them, you're welcome to Take Shape for Life. Okay. Got that?
So we send them the welcome letter, right?
The welcome letter.
And where is that found?
That's found in Simple Systems or in the information on 0 to 5. You'll find it in there.
Okay. So Robert, it's in your, we're going to help Luann here. So Robert, it's in your new coach letter.
Okay. Your new coach letter. Okay.
Okay. So you got to remember, Luann, these guys are brand new. So let me help out here a little bit. So
For babies.
That's okay.
Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. It's all good. It's all good. I used to do the same thing because we're advanced, so we're talking advanced language, so we got to back it up. It's all good. Yeah. This is why it's fun. This is supposed to be fun. We're not doing a crazy office training. So basically you have your new coach letter, right? So once we've ordered the program, and what we do is we order the Optimal Favorites kit. And the reason it's the Optimal Favorites kit is because it comes with the books and it comes with the meal plan combined. And it's literally one click of a button. Then from there, we go into our new coach letter, and then we click on, in fact, why don't we just do this? It's probably a good plan too. Hold the phone. Get out of here. So we all have the new coach letter because we've all become a new coach, right? So we get our new client, we order the Optimal Favorites kit, right? Then we come down here, we're going to send them the new client letter as soon as we order their food. Now, every one of you guys should have gotten this as a client yourself, because if you're coaching, hopefully you were a client first.
Justin, can I interrupt you for just a second?
Sure.
I received an email on March 1st that the Optimal kits are no longer available. Am I correct?
The Optimal kits are available, but they're the Optavia kits.
Optavia.
Yeah. They're
not the MetaFast.
No, not the classics. You'll have to make that kit together.
Okay.
So this is.
Or Luann, you can call in. You can call in and tell them that you want everything that's in that kit, and they can put it together for you.
Okay.
But it's not online. You can put together your own kit.
But especially the Optavia kit, only because we are merging into the Optavia brand. So if you can, like I have with new clients, I push them to get the Optavia kit, and they all have.
There's a few that I've talked to in the past where they're like, all right, wait, now it's $390 when you told me $350, whatever. So yeah, so there'll be that transition to the new clients as opposed to what you quoted the old clients. But yeah, you can still call in whether you put the kit together or you call in and have them put the same kit together.
Cool. Awesome. Okay, cool. So we've ordered the Optimal Health kit, whichever kit it is. And then we're going to send out the new coach or the new client letter to them as they order. So, right, Robert? So we ordered your food. We sent you out this thank you letter. We encourage them to sign up for the videos, right? The video links. They're going to check this out. This also, if you guys notice, this also allows them to be ahead of you with the quick start guide on the night you're going to start up with them. So when you message them the day they receive their food and say, hey, did you go over the quick start guide? This is usually when you know whether or not they've actually even looked at this, because if they say, no, I haven't opened my box yet, then they haven't even looked at this. So just a side note. So anyways, after we've ordered their food, we send them this out, okay? Once they receive their food, we go over the startup. So what is the startup? We go over the Optimal Health Kit, or the Optavia guide, which is the new guide they have now. Depending on which food order you do, then you'll get the Quick Start guide for the Medifast Classic, however you decide to order. Doesn't matter. Page 3 and 4 will explain the lean proteins and the 3 servings of vegetables. And pages 18 and 19 will show the same thing for the Optavia guide. So if you have the Quick Start guide, it's pages 3 and 4. If you have the Optavia guide, it's 18 and 19. So we go over the food. We walk through everything with them. We go over their order. You guys don't need to know the details of that conversation because you're going to do that with your mentors, or should be doing that with your mentors when you get a new client. Robert, don't worry about remembering that. We'll get that. So this is where I really want to kind of go over this, and this is why I want to do this call. After we've done our startup call, these are, why did it do that? That's not what I wanted. Okay, I clicked this, didn't I? Maybe I did. Not bad. Okay, after we've done the startup call, we're going to send them, what does this say?
The night before they start.
So you're going to copy this and send this to them the night before they start. Then day 1, you're going to send them day 1. Day 2, you're going to send them day 2. Now, for the first 4 days, we need to make sure that we're scheduling a time after they've had their lean and green to what, Luann?
To check in with you,
What kind of check-in?
to go over their day, and if they have any questions,
How do we check in with them?
on the phone or on the Zoom.
Thank you.
No texting.
Very important, guys. Even if they have a busy schedule, follow up with them that following morning then. If you can't get to them that night, if I can't check in with a client, they're busy, whatever, follow up with them the following morning, and then you'll follow up with them in the afternoon if you can. I mean, at least try. That's the best thing. So for the first 4 days, not the first 2, not the first 3, the first 4 days, we check in with them every evening after their lean and green and go through their day. How many ounces did they have? How many servings of vegetables? Ask them how their energy's feeling. Have they been drinking their 100 ounces of water? Did they eat within the first hour? Did they get their sleep? Don't need to remember all these questions because, like I said, when you're going through this with your mentor, this should be steps that you guys are covering. And you've been a client, so some of this should be similar to what's been going on. So these are important. We're sending out the first 8-day messages. We're sending the night before message. And then we're checking in with them the first 4 days, verbal phone call. After day 4, I usually ask my clients on day 5, hey, just shoot me a text in the middle of the day and let me know how you're feeling. I know Robert was zinging off the hook when he got into day like 5 and 6. So just shoot me a message real quick. Just let me know how you're doing. That way we know that day 5 is true to what's been going on. If they're saying, hey, still kind of hunger cravings, whatever, maybe diagnose their day at that point. But for the first 4 days, you're calling them in the evening to check in. Another suggestion too, guys, is it's really silly not to use these. I'm not saying anybody on here is or isn't, and obviously some of you are new and really haven't used these yet, but there's a transitional phase here for us. Like if we're looking to change people's lives, there's a referral system in here that comes with day 8, right? And a transitional system if they're interested in becoming a coach. There's information down here that layers that for them. Maybe there's an opportunity for them and they're just not aware of it. So if we do that, Robert, you didn't see that because you were already a coach, so I didn't send that to you. But there's information in here that if you feel the potential of somebody that's referring you a bunch of people, just really excited, they're posting a lot in the group, this is another reason why these messengers are so powerful. They help you out. So helping a client, right? So we order their food, Optimal Favorites Kit with the books. We send them out their new client letter, right? Forward that off to them. Once we go over their startup, we send them out their first message, which is the night before message, right? We send them days 1 through 8, with the first 4 days getting on a verbal phone call, checking in with them every evening if they have any questions. Then they've weighed in. They're excited. It's day 7, right? Energy's through the roof. We're zinging off the walls like Robert. Luann, what's our next step?
After day 7, well, we need to do a celebration call.
All righty. How do we do a celebration call?
I don't know. I don't do them.
Okay, that's good.
I'm going to work on that. Yes.
Okay. So, guys, this is really
You're
important.
okay, Luann. You're not the only one.
Neither does Justin.
Yeah, we're doing yours tomorrow night, buddy. It's all good. So these are important, guys. Celebration calls are important to do them as close to the 7th day as you can. Robert's giving me a hard time. So we want to make sure that we're doing this, one, because edification is important for somebody and you're going to learn some stuff about them. I don't know what it is. There's no science behind it. We just know that three-way calls work. Okay? So this is really important. Week 1, we celebrate them. Maybe there's been some chat about they can't afford the program. Maybe you feel like they'd be a great coach. Whatever it is, this is important to celebrate them week 1 and then every month after that point. Okay? Week 1 and then every month after that point, we celebrate them, depending on when they are. So that's the important stuff, guys. Okay? We got a little bit extra time. Any questions on what I've explained, even for the first section of this call, for the connections process? We did that good? Ginny, do you have any questions? Okay, so everybody understands. Ty, you got a question? Or are you just checking your thing? Okay. Yasmin, you good? Okay, so let's do this. Let's take everybody off of mute. I'm gonna stop the recording.